My name is Bob, actually, and I'm the floral wedding consultant with Bunches Direct. Again, with my friend Rachel. Okay, today we're going to do something a little more difficult. A lot of requests have been made for this. They're called kissing balls. Now these are going to be done with fresh flowers. They can be done with artificial, but we're doing them with fresh. Now, I've done these with hydrangeas, but
yes.
Rachel wanted to do hers with carnations.
Yes.
This is what it looks like. You get it? Now this is oasis, shaped this way. It's been soaked. Now it's twice its weight, right, when it's soaked.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
So you can feel that. Now this size.
What size is that one, I guess?
This is the 4-inch. I believe it's the 4-inch, yeah. Anyway, this would be difficult once you get all the flowers on to hang this.
Yes.
It would just pull the branches down. So you can use it in other ways, like I have over there, but we'll look at that afterwards. Now, if this was smaller, oh, there's one down there.
Okay.
You want to give me that?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
This is the smallest one. And I don't know if they come, I think this is the smallest. This one I've used for that.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you.
It's amazing. That's a lot bigger than that because I guess once you add the
Oh,
flowers,
add
it's
the flowers,
so
yeah,
much bigger. Yeah.
So what you do is, in order for this to hang, you would put loop a wire
Okay. at the
like
top.
this, a heavier wire actually, because the thinner the wire, if the wire is too thin as it is here, I would probably put 2 of them together.
Okay.
Because when you go through, you have to loop it back up. But this
Okay.
is so thin, it would cut into the oasis, and if you got any more weight in there, it would go right through, and there it goes. So you just push it
So you loop it.
through, loop it, push it down through,
Okay.
you see, and just leave it
Leave a little loop.
enough so I can put the ribbon in there.
Okay.
Now I would, if it was a thicker wire,
Okay.
I would loop it back up,
Up,
in
okay.
here so it doesn't slip out.
Okay.
You see. Carnations, when you cut them, you've either got to cut below or above that knuckle. Because if you, well, you're going to break this anyway. So if you did this,
Yeah.
it will not take water.
Oh, okay.
You've got to cut. So you get it like this, and that's not open enough. Well, all you have to do is just pull this down a bit, just a little bit, and just fluff it out.
Oh, whoa.
Fluff it. You see how big that actually is?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And if you leave that when they're tight like that in warm
Okay.
water, leave them in room temperature after a few days, they will open that way. They'll get
Wow. It
nice
doesn't
and
hurt them
fluffy.
at all when you do
No,
that?
it does not. No. You
Wow.
see? You do that, and then of course you're going to do your thing. And now, because we're using fresh, you have to judge it now, I would say here.
Okay. So keep them
it
pretty
that
short.
long. And now, I would suggest you start
In a line?
half
Okay.
and push it right down,
Down in there.
and then fluff it.
Okay.
And then just
Do a line. Okay.
around, and then fill in this side.
Okay.
Now, when you're finished with this side, it won't hurt them if you just turn it.
Okay.
Or you can take a vase,
Oh, and do it.
and sit it on top if you want.
Oh, that's a
Now,
good
the
idea.
ones I've done here started the same way, but I've used hydrangeas. This is the whole hydrangea. You know what a hydrangea looks like. Now what I've done is I've broken out the head, and what I did was I took them apart. Instead of, if it's a nice long stem, depending how big I wanted this, if I wanted this much bigger, I would just use stem longer. I took them apart like this and pushed them into the oasis. Now, okay, now I've done mine. Now, the reason I did these ahead, because using this flower here, you see how fast she's going with
Yeah,
that?
it's-
Because that's a
it
bigger
covers a
flower.
lot.
The bigger flower, the better actually. Now, The flowers I would use, why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, was there anything that you wouldn't use for?
What I wouldn't use, and because it would be very frustrating, is chrysanthemums, the spray mums.
Okay, and why is that?
Because you touch the heads and they shatter. The petals come out. I would stay away from those.
Okay.
I would use the spider mums, which are bigger, and they're flatter too.
Yes.
You need a flat flower.
Okay.
You see,
that.
Yeah. For instance, some people, you could put roses in here as well if you want.
That would be pretty.
Tons of roses.
Yes, because these are very full and round looking.
And any flat flower will do. And now, some people have asked about calla lilies. Well, you see, miniature calla lilies, their stems, they could be soft, they could be firm, but most of the time they are soft. So, I'll show you.
The stems on the calla lilies.
You see, these stems on the calla lilies are soft. You could put that in there, but it's going to make it much bigger. And you can tell how many you'd need.
A lot.
If you wanted to use this, get
gosh.
Tons of them.
Yes.
And now, because the stem is so thick, I would not trust that in that ball.
No? Okay.
It might fall out because this is oasis, and once you put a stem in, that does not fill in if you pull out that stem.
Of course. So you have
the
a big hole
hole gets
there.
bigger and bigger and bigger. So you'd have to put, if you insisted on doing that, you'd have to put a wire in each one. You'd have to wire it to keep that in there.
That would take a lot of time.
And that would take a lot of time and fussing around. So that's why I use smaller, and that's why I used hydrangeas, because I can make them as big as I want, and it fills fast. It still takes a little bit of time, more than anything else to do.
Yes.
Now, can we move over here? Okay, now this is a big one, and because it's fresh, it's too heavy to hang. Unless you were outside a real tree, you could probably hang it outside, but you'd have to reinforce that, put a real thick wire in there, and do something on the bottom, tape and whatever, so that the wire doesn't pull through. I still wouldn't trust, because if a wind comes along and moves it, the wire may just go right through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'm going to very carefully tie this on here. And don't let me down, Kissing Ball. And you did. So I'm not going to get all upset about it. I'm just going to repair it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a little more careful this time. You see, accidents can happen.
Okay.
So I'm not perfect.
I
can hear the comments.
That's really
I'm going to
pretty.
move over here, and I'm going to put another side here.
Oh, that's great.
See, the reason that slipped through, because I wasn't holding it firm enough.
Okay.
I might as well explain why that happened. And it can happen to anybody.
Oh, I like that look.
You can still adjust. You see, there's a little space here. Whenever you're doing something round, especially with hydrangeas, you turn it around. But of course, the oasis is green, so you think there's just greenery in there. You know, I could put
can't
more.
Even see it.
I could put more in there. See, you probably didn't notice it, but because I said it now. And so this is all white. Actually, that does look quite classy. And you could even get this type of vase, but I think it would look even classier with the biggest glass vase.
Oh, very nice.
I think so, because then you'd see the branches down there. You wouldn't even have to put branches in there because these branches are down in there. So that's the kissing ball effect.
That was great.
And let's see what you're doing here.
So I've created almost the whole ball, and you just keep going around.
You just keep going. Yeah, she just ran out of that color.
I certainly did.
But here, you see, you've got the whole idea. So there we are. These are the kissing ball effect, or what else could we call it? An elegant kissing ball wedding. And yeah, that's about it. So this is Bunches Bob and my friend Rachel here saying, have fun with those blooms.